Alright, check it out, everybody. Today's date is July 21st, 2021. I'm in Memphis Point in San Diego, California. And it's going to be an extremely short video. Hey, today's the 21st, right?
I think so.
Thank you. Hey, kiddo! Is today the 21st? Yeah. Alright, thank you. Check it out. Alright, so it's July 21st, 2021, and my name is Lester Williams. And what I'm going to do is stand right here, because it's pretty good lighting right now. I'm not getting shade, and I'm not getting too much sun. And I'm at the grocery store. So what you want to do is you want to watch this video with your phone. Now, just hear me out, follow instructions. Because truth comes by listening to descriptions and instructions. That way we can understand, obviously, the context of what's being presented. And I know you know this, it's just the way I talk. What are you doing?
Oh, the shopping cart?
I don't...
Never mind. Sorry.
Okay, so anyways, so... Okay, so I'm trying to adjust, sorry about the interruption. So what I'm doing right now is what I'm going to do is I'm facing a wall here at the grocery store. Like the wall is right on the other side of the phone, not even a foot away. Hold on a second. Okay. So anyway, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to, alright, so here's the wall. What you want to do is, so I'm having, the reason I brought that up is because I'm having a, for some reason, because like, the camera is up, okay, so I'm not used to taking a video with my home screen, okay, so I'm wondering like why it's, why I gotta hold it so far down in order to try and get an accurate, hold on one second. Okay, so I'm just kind of curious why I gotta hold it down so far just to try and get it even with my face, because right now it's even with my face, but alright, let's do this. Alright, so what I'm gonna do, just get a little bit better lighting here. I didn't really notice this until I started the video. Alright, check it out. Alright, now what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna look straight towards the wall. Alright. And when I do that, my eyes are going to be directly towards it. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to keep that posture for about 20 seconds. And then I'm going to do the same thing as I'm looking straight forward. I'm going to look to my left and look to my right. Now what you want to do is you want to look for any outline of any non-consensual remote neural monitoring elements implanted in my eyes, and any type of eye fluid bubbles or water bubbles that are behind them, which end up pushing them out. So let me repeat that because this machine was making noise. What you want to do is you want to look for the outline of any non-consensual remote neural monitoring elements implanted in my eyes. That's why you need to take snap screenshots and then zoom in. Google that description to gang stalking. Okay? So I think this is about the best that I can do right now. So I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to look up. And then I'm going to look to my left. And then to my right. And you should also know, in any videos that you see dedicated to my account, one of the other things that you can pay attention to is the background of anything that could be going on around me that could be possibly connected to this crime. When you go to Google and you research at Google the sensitization technique of being stalked and repeating identical words and phrases, repeating identical words and phrases, one of the things that I have literally caught on 8,700 audio files in the last 10 years here in San Diego is people in the community being propped up around me to repeat gang stalk, oh my god, suck dick. So go to YouTube search box and type in at YouTube search box, N as in Mary, MTS, gang stalk, oh my god, suck my DSK. When you bring that video up, and I do apologize for the graphic language, but that's literally what they're saying around me. Okay? So as you bring that video up, what you want to do is put on a good set of headphones, and then you want to sit in a quiet room, and you want to bring each video up. Bring each video up, and then listen for it being said in the background around me, and in the background of the background. Hey, look, I didn't develop their techniques. I'm just exposing them. Now, so one of the things that causes the eye fluid sacs and water sacs to appear on the surface of my eyes, which then pushes out the biofilm, crystal light crystal remote neuromonitoring lens implants. One of the things that are pushing them out, making them transparently visible, because biofilm is transparent just like saran wrap, okay? Saran wrap. But what causes them to push them out and makes them visible is being hit in the head, face, throat, mouth with extremely high levels of electromagnetic weapons connected to gang stalking crimes. Tens of thousands of Americans right now are all over the internet begging, pleading for help daily. You should also know, when you're hit with this technology, the areas that you're hit at, okay, well, you'll either come down with red blotches or white blotches. Okay? Alright? Alright? Okay. So, the satanic rats, the mass murdering animals that are hosting this crime at the federal, state, and local level, and there are massively also exposed military attachments to this crime, reference to being implicated to be another additional host of this crime. They don't give a shit about what they do to anybody. They target animals, infants, kids, adults, the elderly, the disabled. They target everybody and anybody. Absolutely. And they do not give a shit at all about anything they do. And, but they do care about exposure. So when you're a human being and you're entrapped in a crime that leaves you completely and totally, purposely powerless over it, I guess right now the only thing you really got left to do is expose the fact that it's happening. Okay? And make no mistake about it, they're organized crime syndicated doctors, hospitals, and medical clinics. They'll lie right to your face. They'll lie on any and all medical record reports. And they'll also lie on any medical documentation concerning why the victim came down with any health malady that they end up coming down with. Absolutely. Okay? Doctors, hospitals, and medical clinics are not only controlled, but they're directly connected to this crime because of the massive amounts of insurance fraud schemes, which is where they're making a lot of money dedicated to this crime to begin with. You should also go to Google and research not only that, but you should also research the intentional, illegal, criminal, false mental diagnoses that they put on victims. You can also research the fact that they are massively reported to, this guy right here has got a lot of goat on his face. Fuck yeah, he is. Notice how he's avoiding my camera? Okay? And he was standing over here a few minutes ago, standing with some people who were saying gang stalking, oh my god. And as soon as I put my fucking phone on him, he took off. Absolutely. So anyways, one of the things that, you should also research, it's widely reported that medical centers, medical clinics, and doctors and hospitals and many other practices as well in the medical field are also instructed to create falsified documentation about if a victim goes in to get an MRI, fMRI, CAT scan, you name it. Okay, it's widely reported in the gang stalking exposure community that these satanic rats will falsify documentation pertaining to test results. They'll intentionally give the victim the wrong type of test. Okay, and then so the mainly massively implicated agency that is implicated to be privately colluding with a lot of these places, and they're even implicated in owning some of them, is the DHS. So anyone at any time can go to YouTube and Google and type in Roger Tulsis electronic harassment. Watch his videos, baby cakes. Hey, look, I look at it this way. I'm literally dealing with the most insane, wild, insane, criminally insane animals that I've ever walked this planet. Doctors, scientists, researchers, and tens of thousands of victims are literally using the same language to describe these people. Okay, literally. You know what they're literally saying? They're literally saying that the technology this crime uses is the most demonic technology that has ever been created in the entire history of the world. That's what scientists and doctors are saying. Not just demonic technology, but in the sadistic, depraved, demented way these filthy whores are using it. So, you being a human being, me being a human being, we all have inherent rights. Okay? You have inherent rights not to be touched by anybody at any time, anywhere. Okay? Except for self-defense. Well, these wild whores make sure we have no self-defense. It's almost the perfect crime. The reason why it's not the totally perfect crime is because a lot of collusion is necessary to perpetrate this crime and then protect it. That's their Achilles heel. Absolutely. Like the evidence is. Okay? Go into the YouTube account you see this video through. Go into it. You're going to see massive evidence. So when you got evidence of being a crime victim, and then when you show evidence of the police not giving two shits about anything you go through, and then at times them even being used against you. And I'm not saying all police are criminals or connected to organized crime, and that includes the police departments that I whistleblow against. But what you gotta understand about this crime is that this crime is a program. So it controls the bad ones, the good ones. It controls some police departments are entirely taken over by this crime. Oh, absolutely. Which is even mentioned in their own manifesto that's on the internet. And it should still be there, so you can go to Google and type in at Google a gang stalking tech, everything you need to know. And True Democracy, TRU, Democracy, and just look for it. Trust me, you'll find it. Now, there's a lot of cryptic language in that manifesto, and trust me, it's not everything you need to know, but it gives you a good preliminary preface concerning, dissecting it, and then when you start researching this crime extensively, then you can kind of take the educated knowledge from that research and then fold it back onto the manifesto, and you'll be able to make total sense of it over time. Oh, absolutely. And they openly state, entire police departments have been taken over, as well as the fire department. Absolutely. So, I'm going to go ahead and conclude this video, because this video is mainly about just making a video to expose any evidence if it's outwardly transparent at this time. And on let's see, when was it? July 19th, 2 days ago, I made a video. The first of many videos that are coming, unless they permanently jam my phones. Google that to gang stalking. It's the first video I made concerning an upcoming campaign that I plan on starting. I've already started it, but it's barely off the ground. A campaign of community-based, peaceful, legal activism to expose this crime out in the open. I mean, flat out right in the open. Absolutely. And so, I made that video right off of Governor Road and Genesee Avenue on July 19, 2020, and then when I went to where I was going to for the night, I was blasted for almost 9 hours. And was that for retaliation? Okay? And so what I did was, I tweeted about it at around 10:30. I then made a video about it at around 2:30 a.m. because it was literally keeping me up. There was no way to fall asleep concerning what I was enduring. Made a video about 2:30, and then the next morning at around 9:30, I took 2 photos of my eyes, and that shit is in your face. It is in your face. And you gotta understand something. When you make a photo and when you make a video through your phone, well, I already know the videos show you the date it was made. And when you press on the details of the photo, it shows you the date it was made. And when I made that video, I made a video on the 19th showing my activism that has started. And then that very night is when I got massively, horrifically targeted. And then evidence was produced because of it. Okay? So when you look at the details of the video pertaining to its electronic time and date stamp and the details of the photos, you can see what time these evidences were caught. And then when you really research this weaponry, you would be able to determine how long it would take to create those types of effects. Meaning that the targeting started at around 8 o'clock, 8:30, right when it got dark out. Right when it got dark out, baby cakes. Absolutely. So I tweeted about it at 10:30, and then the evidence got produced at 2:30 a.m. and then 9:30 a.m. the next day. Well, if you're catching any evidence in this particular video by snap screenshotting my face, my eyes, okay, you're seeing it because it's still a continuation of the original targeting that's actually been going on before and after that. Oh, absolutely. I gotta get, baby. I got stuff to do. I act a little goofy sometime in my videos in order to put a smile on that sweet precious face that's watching my videos. Okay, everybody, have a good day. I'll be talking to you later. And so, what you want to do is take one more fast look at my eyes. Okay. And then you want to zoom in on them. Now, the biofilm RNMI lens implants that have light crystals on them, that literally enable them to see through the victim's eyes. And it also allows them to send photos and video streams to them, so that whatever is processed onto them, just like Google Glasses, is then processed through the retina to the optical nerve to the visual cortex, forcing the victim to literally see what is projected onto them. And this is already exposed all over the internet. In reference to doctors exposing it, you can go to Google and you can type in biofilm ocular, OCCULAR, light crystal implants. Now that's the type of implants that are used. I already know for a fact, because you would not believe what I know. I already know for a fact, let me just put it to you this way. There's an extreme likelihood that the non-consensual remote neural monitoring implants that are in a person's eyes that I'm aware of definitely probably came from high levels of military intelligence, high levels of federal law enforcement intelligence, and they are probably, there's no doubt in my mind at all that since this is a colluding crime, that they're sharing intelligence information with state, county, and local police of the state and county that that victim lives in. Okay? Oh, absolutely. Now, let me tell you something right now. These wild whores who did this to me, these satanic rats who did this to me non-consensually, because I only got one memory of surgery when I was had anesthetics, and that was in 1984 when I had my wisdom teeth pulled. But you would not believe what I know about these implants, and you would not believe what I know concerning my targeting. You just wouldn't believe it. So remember, when I expose things in videos, they're sad for a reason. They're literally sad for a reason. Would you allow wild whores that come into your life and commit heinous crimes against you to walk away scot-free? Would you? Would you? We're Americans, man. We're human beings no matter what country we live in. We're people. We have a right to our inherent rights, and we have a right to not be victimized by anybody. Have a good day, everybody.